Hello, everyone, and welcome back to another episode. I don't know. Another day of review. This time I am here to talk about a book that is based on a movie that I previously have talked about a few weeks ago. It is The Cabin at the End of the World. This is the book that is based on the movie, or the movie, The Knock at the Cabin Door. That's what it is based on this book. And I had heard the ending was very different than what the movie was. And I had also heard... Sorry, I'm moving my chair. I had also heard a big spoiler. I won't say what the spoiler is. I will talk spoilers towards the end of this, but first we're going to go on spoiler with both the movie and this. I've heard the big spoiler that happens towards the end. And I didn't like it. Just from hearing it, I didn't like it. And I thought that the movie's ending was a little better. I will say that. What I will say about this book and the movie, I really enjoy the movie. As I reviewed, you might have watched it. Really enjoyed that movie. The first thing I'll say about this book, it is told through many different perspectives. It's told from the perspective of Win. It's told through the perspective of Andrew and Eric. It's told through this perspective of the I'm not going to say that. The four peoples that come to the cabin door. And I didn't like that. It's constantly changing. It's using I and then they, and then it's just all over the place as far as how it's talking. And I did not like that. It drove me bonkers. I will say that about this book. It was driving me nuts. And I will say this as well. For the first, 200 pages, there's 270 pages in this book. The first 200 pages, I was like, this is pretty much what the movie is. Teeny tiny differences. Leonard, for example, in the book is like 25 years old. Chester, you move my phone. Don't do that. Come on. Come here. Chester Cheeto. He just wants to get my attention. Hi, Chester. Oh, yes, I love you. I love you too. Anyways, Leonard in the book is 25 years old, has hair, very different than what Dave Bautista is. I think everyone in this book, Sabrina is a college girl. I think she is a nurse, but she's going to school for extra college. I forget what she was going to school for, but she's younger. Pretty much all the four peoples are younger. And that is kind of different than the movie, in my opinion. Which didn't bug me. I actually kind of like the movie version better. I like that Dave Bautista is Leonard. He is this big, gentle giant. And the book made it seem like, he's like someone, my age. He's just like this cool, young adult. And I didn't love Leonard in the book here. I will say that. It's the last 70 pages where things change. And again, I don't like the twist that happens in this book. I just felt it was trying to be what's the word I'm looking for? Just not controversial, but it's just trying to be shocking for no reason at all. I didn't feel, and it really is of nothing, really. And at the end, it's just, I don't know, I just didn't feel that was anything worthwhile. I like the movie's ending, what they do with the specific character that we know I'm talking about. I'll spoil it after a little bit here. So I did not like the ending. There is also characters that go in and out towards the end that are different in the movie. Leonard is kind of the one guy with them at the end. Sabrina's the last person with them in the book here. And I don't know if that's because Dave Bautista is Dave Bautista. I don't know why that change was there. That was interesting to me. And then other than that, the ending of the movie is very much more, this is what happened. The ending of this book is a little bit unsure. Certain things are happening, but are they actually happening? We still don't know. Whereas the movie, I think, kind of does answer that question. So it is interesting. At the end of the day, just the way this book was written, it made me not like it as much. It's still an interesting read. It is still an interesting book. I just noticed that the cabin is sideways here. I just thought it was red with black, but no, if you go like this, the cabin's right there. I didn't notice that. But yeah, I did not like the way the book was written, if I'm being honest, and I did not like the big twist kind of towards the middle there. I did like that a certain character sticks around instead of another character. Again, we're going to talk in spoilers about this, but I did like that, because that's more of kind of like a shocking twist that you don't expect, and it's not just so shocking, like, for shock value. Whereas the other one, again, we're going to have to talk spoilers. So yeah, all in all, guys, this is an enjoyable book. I think the movie's better. There we go, I said it. I just think the thing that happens with a certain someone is just, there's no purpose to it. I don't understand why it's there. It's just there to make a certain character afraid of guns now? I don't know. But yeah, this is still a good read, though. I'll give this book like a 7 out of 10. I think I gave the movie an 8 out of 10. I think the movie's just a little bit better. So, from here on out now, I'm going to be talking spoilers. 6:35 is when I'm going to start talking about spoilers. Well, I'm going to start, Anyways, we're talking spoilers. I'm going to put it in the comments, 6:35 is when I start spoiling things. So with the movie, one thing that bugs me about the movie, I will say this. There's this certain scene where Eric and Andrew kind of get out of their restraints, and they put Dave Bautista's Leonard in the bathroom. And the window is tiny. There's no way in Sam Hill Leonard could get through that. And then they lock him in there. They hear the crash. And then they go back in there. Why would you go back in the bathroom? You know he's in there. You have to be an idiot to go back in there. Just go. That bugged me. But I like that Wynn survives in the movie. I like that. I like that Eric sacrifices himself. We find out early on that he might be believing this. And the fact that he sacrificed... It is Eric, right? That kills himself in the movie? Because it's different in the... I think it's Eric. I don't know. One of them kills them. One of them kills themselves or, sacrifices themselves. And Wynn and the other dad go on their merry old way. And we find out from the news reports that the apocalypse really was kind of real. And the storms and the plague and everything is better. I like that more happier ending. It's a little more, telling of what actually happened. We find out that these people were kind of right. They weren't crazy. I do like that. In the book, though, starting with the whole Wen thing, Wen being killed during a scruffle, I didn't like it. I just didn't like it. And then the fact that we read from, I think it's Eric's perspective, and then Andrew's perspective, and then Leonard's perspective, and we find out, we read that she has been shot 5 times. I get it. She's dead. She was shot by accident, but it still happened. I get that. It was too much. And with the perspectives, I just did not like that. I will say this, though. I like that Sabrina takes down Leonard. And I like that Sabrina is like, I want to help you guys. I hate this. I hate this. I hate this. I don't necessarily believe this. I don't know what I believe anymore. I just hate this. This is wrong. Your daughter just got shot. She's dead. There is nothing more horrible in the world than that. And then I love that Sabrina walks them to the truck and walks them to the keys. I love that. I do like that. And I like that she does... And it seems like it wasn't... From the way it's written, it feels like she was not doing it necessarily. Like some kind of something in her was forcing her to kill herself. Like she doesn't even finish her last words in that moment. She's like... I don't remember what she says, but I found that very interesting. I liked that aspect. And And then the end is just so none of them, Eric and Andrew don't kill each other, and they're just gonna go. And hopefully the apocalypse isn't there, I guess. But at the same time, it's talking about the sky getting black and thunder and lightning. So I guess I don't know what happened. I don't get it. I just, so are these people crazy? Or what? The fact that Sabrina kind of did what she was doing, so was she just crazy and she couldn't control herself from killing herself? Like, I'm confused by that part. I didn't necessarily like that ending. I did like Sabrina was there, though, instead of Leonard. I think that was kind of a twist. Leonard is the first character we kind of meet with Wen there, and then, you know, Leonard is killed by Sabrina, and Sabrina, I liked that. I like that kind of twist. But everything else, I wasn't a fan of. I prefer the movie a little bit more. I really do. I think the movie was just better done. The one thing I didn't really like about the movie, A, is some clunky dialogue. B, is that the bathroom scene. That bugs me the hell. Like, good God. But yeah, other than that, guys, the book is good. The movie is good. I enjoyed it. It is such an interesting premise. The idea that you go on vacation and vacation turns to hell, and these 4 people are like, I don't want to hurt you. You just have to kill one of you. You have to kill somebody. It's like, okay. Very interesting. But yeah, that is my review of this book. I got lots of reviews coming here, guys. I am like backed up on reviews, so, but I do one a day, so that, you know, it won't be long. I hope you guys are having a great night. Yeah, don't do anything I wouldn't do. We will talk to you tomorrow.